What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I am super excited because it is that time again where we do a full face first impressions of a bunch of new stuff. I have so many things that I'm so excited about. We have the new Colourpop Barbie collection, the new Fenty concealers, which I have such high hopes about, and a bunch of other stuff to test out today. So I'm super excited. So I'm not gonna blab on for too long, and we're gonna get into testing everything out. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so up first, I figured we could test some new skincare because I got in a package from Uncommon Beauty. So this is Kristen Cavallari's new skincare line. She has Uncommon James, which is like a super cute jewelry and like accessory line, but she just wants a skincare line. So I was like, all right, let's give some of this stuff a try. I will be honest, when I first opened up the package and like saw the packaging and stuff in the products, it does kind of look a little cheapy to me. Like, let me know your thoughts down below, but like, this is the moisturizer. It's just like a plastic container and it just has this like white label with, you know, black wording on it. I wasn't crazy about the packaging. I was kind of like, eh. And like, this is like a lip balm that they have. It's really big, but it's just the packaging to me is kind of like cheap. And the products are anything but cheap. Like, I think this eye cream is like $52 or something, but I was like, let's give it a try and see, because if the products work, then okay. We're gonna go in with the Triple Effect eye cream first. Is retailing for $52. My face is already breaking out because this is that time of the month for me, so I figured why not slather on some more products that we don't know how they're gonna work. Okay, this eye cream does feel actually very nice and hydrating, which I like. It's definitely a thicker consistency, which if you have dry under eyes like myself, I tend to like that more than the ones that are really watery. Next, we have their daily water cream, which this is supposed to be like an all-over moisturizer, and this retails for $48. I'm just gonna put some on my face. This is supposed to give a glowing complexion without clogging the pores. It does feel nice going on. It is cruelty-free, it's vegan, and it is fragrance-free, which I do like in my skincare. Definitely feels nice on the skin. It says this can be used day and night, so the products do definitely feel nice. I just feel like the price point is kind of high and the packaging is kind of eh. But as far as formulation goes, it does feel pretty good. And then last but not least, our lips, we're gonna go in with the Mango Lip Balm. Oh, I was hoping this was gonna be like a bright color, but it's not. It's just like plain. See, like this just gives me like chapstick vibes. It does smell good. It smells just like mangoes. And this is $15. Ooh, it's like cracking off. Hang on. All right, let's put it on. It does glide on nice. Honestly, I wish it was a little bit smaller. I feel like this is almost too big. It's like getting out of my lip line just because it's big, but it does feel nice and hydrating on the lips. So that is Uncommon Beauty. Like I said, I'll continue to use their products and let you know, because giving first impressions on skincare is kind of difficult. It takes longer to tell than like a makeup product does. Alrighty, for primer, we're gonna jump in with a new one from Milani. This is the Bright Side Illuminating Primer. This has vitamin C and pro vitamin B5 in it. I love brightening primers on my skin, so let's see how this one works. Has a little bit of a tint to it. Not really much of a scent. I thought maybe it would smell like oranges, but it doesn't. Ooh, this I like. This is giving a beautiful glow, and it helps to add like a little tint to the skin. This looks really nice, actually. I like this. And I have been all into like the kind of less is more glowy kind of makeup looks, and so I feel like this primer will go perfect with that, so definitely like this. Alrighty, up next for foundation, I really wanted to try the new NYX Total Control Pro Drop Foundation. So NYX has had the Drop Foundation for a while, but they recently reformulated it, and now it's called Total Control Pro, and we're gonna see how this works. I feel like this is gonna be a little dark because my self tan has faded, but I think we'll be able to make it work with our neck and all blend together. So I'm gonna do a little drop on my face, just kind of separate it out, and then go in and blend and see how this works. I really liked the original Drop Foundation. It's nice because you can use more drops to add more coverage, or less drops to add less coverage, at least on the original. And this seems to be blending out really well. I don't really know why they reformulated, because I feel like the original one was pretty popular, but they changed it up and took that original one off the shelves. Now this is the only one that they have available. All right, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit more so you could see. That was one layer. Looks okay. I mean, not a full coverage, definitely more light to medium, but evened out my skin tone overall. And the whole purpose of this foundation is that you are supposed to be able to customize it. So I'm gonna go in with another layer and see if we can build up the coverage by doing that. Oh, I just dropped that on my shirt. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, love that for me. Okay, gonna do a drop. I feel like this one is a little less liquidy than the original. Actually, maybe the same. But as far as the way that they feel, like when they go on, they feel very like serum-like, like very silky to the skin, almost like they're gonna be like a super dewy, kind of glowy product, but they're not that at all. They definitely dry down to be a matte finish, which is exactly how the original Total Control drop was for me. So I'm not really sure what is different. And I feel like NYX never really said like, hey, we reformulated this, it's different because of this. Like I feel like it was kind of just like all of a sudden the new one was out and you couldn't find the old one anymore. So if you like the original, I feel like you will like this. I don't really see it as being that much different. And when we added those extra drops, we definitely amped up the coverage. I would consider it full coverage now. It did a really good job of hiding my blemishes, evening out the skin tone, and looks nice on the skin. And aside from the tragedy of my shirt, we're good to go. Okay, for our concealer, I'm so excited. I have been patiently waiting to try these out. I had them for like a week now, but I have been waiting to film so I could test them with you guys. So these are the new Fenty Bright Fix Eye Brighteners. So I have shade 4 here, which is Crepe. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand, make sure that shade works. That's what it looks like. So I think that should work pretty well. So I'm gonna go in and like, I guess just put some of this on my under eyes. The applicator is a little different. It has like a kind of ball tip to it. Put a little bit like that, I guess. I don't know how much I need. And then go in and blend it out. Ooh, this actually looks really, really pretty. Definitely like instantly brightened up my under eye. Obviously this is a brightener, so it's not gonna be like this full coverage concealer. But like I said, I have been, even though I feel like no one will believe me, I have really been into like the light, glowy, dewy kind of skin and not so much full coverage. Like obviously today I wanted to test to see if we could make this foundation full coverage, but I've been liking the lighter looks and I feel like this would be really nice because it does give a little bit of coverage, but definitely a lot of brightness to the under eyes. So I actually really like the way that this looks because some brighteners just don't really do anything. Like they're pretty much no coverage at all, where this is definitely giving you a light coverage as well as brightness. Okay, so I'm looking at on Sephora's website. It does say that this is a sheer 2 buildable concealer. So we'll go in with another layer and see if we can build it up to be a little bit more coverage. But honestly, I feel like even with the first layer, like it looks really pretty. But let's go in with a little more and see how she builds, in case you're interested in getting this for a more fuller coverage kind of look. Okay, it does build up, so it is giving me more coverage. I still would not consider this full coverage, but again, that's not what this product is supposed to be. So if you're looking for full coverage, go grab Tarte Shape Tape or like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. But if you want something light and brightening underneath your eyes, I think this is beautiful. Like it looks really nice and instantly kind of awakens and brightens the under eyes and also feels very hydrating. It's creasing up a little bit on my upper lids, but we're gonna set it with a powder, which I always do with all of my concealers. So I'm just gonna jump in with a little bit of Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana just to set, and we'll keep a watch on it throughout the tutorial to see how it lasts. And if it creases, then I will also update the description box right down below for you guys. But so far, definitely really like this. All right, I'm gonna jump in and do my brows real quick before we jump into the eyeshadow palette, which I'm very excited about. I've really been liking this Sketch and Set. This is like a little dual-sided brow pencil from Tarte. So this is not a first impression, I just don't have a new one, but there's like a little brow gel on one side and then a pencil on the other. So when I'm being lazy and I don't want to grab for 2 separate products, I've been loving this, and it gives like really fluffy, pretty brows, which I feel like are so in right now. So I'm just gonna go through with the brow gel to fluff my brows up. I'm gonna switch over to the pencil side and just fill in any areas that need a little extra definition. All right, brows are done. I am so excited to jump into the eyes and use the new Colourpop X Barbie palette. This is so cute. I really hope that it lives up to Colourpop standards because this is such a cute palette. I am here for the collab and I'm so excited. So, gonna jump in first with the shade West Coast, which is like a yellow. Also love that there is a mirror in this palette because not all Colourpop palettes have mirrors, but this one does, which is really nice. There's also a separate little hand mirror, which is super cute, that I was using before when I was doing my brows and stuff. All right, so I'm gonna jump in with the yellow first. I figure I'll bring this up in the upper like brow bone area because I know I definitely wanna do like a pink and blue kind of look on the eyes, but I like to try and use as many shades as possible. So I'm using this first to buff up. Next, let's jump into Let's Go Party. Oh my gosh, love it. I just have the song like playing in my head. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Okay, please do not copyright me, YouTube, for my horrible singing. Thank you. All right, gonna bring this into the crease now to start to introduce that pink color to the lids. And so far, both of the shades are nice and pigmented and blending easily, especially because these are more like pastel-y type shades, like the pink and the yellow, so they can be hard to formulate sometimes, but they seem to be working really nicely and blending into each other easily. And you guys guys can use my affiliate code, which is code Kelly. It will work on this collection. Normally they don't allow discount codes to be used on their new collections, but they did allow it for this launch. So code Kelly will give you guys 10% off of your whole order. Now I'm gonna go in with the Best Coast, which is like a really bright pink, and I'm gonna build this up in the outer corner here. Ooh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is like definitely Barbie pink. They nailed this shade. Oh, so cute. Like that bright kind of neon-y pink. So I'm just bringing that into the crease and kind of creating that outer V with this bright shade. Now I'm gonna jump in with the shade Follow the Sun, and I'm going to work that on the lid. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. Can y'all tell what my favorite color is? Clearly. It's pink. But this is such a beautiful like pigmented shade. I love that. And this has a lot of shimmer in it and looks so pretty. And this is like a foiled shimmer shade. And then just gonna apply the same shade all over on the other side as well. Okay, now for brow bone highlight, I'm gonna jump in with Cali Girl. This is the lightest shade of the palette and it's a shimmer, which I love. Ooh, super, super pretty. I love a shimmery highlight, but a lot of times brands do matte highlights. I just like a little shimmer and this one is really pretty. For the inner corner highlight though, I'm gonna go in with Vintage Doll, which is right next to it. This is like a light pink shimmer. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner. Okay, now on the lower lash line, we have to use these blues. So I'm first gonna go in with Malibu Memories, which is like a really pretty turquoise-y kind of color. And I'm gonna use a small liner brush to press this up against my lower lash line. This is very, very pigmented. And this look is so Barbie now with the blue. It's like the pink and the blue. I can see now that I'm looking really up close in my under eye when I'm applying this, the concealer is creasing in my fine lines a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but it did crease slightly into my fine lines. I did use quite a lot of it because I layered it up, if you guys remember. So that could be it. That's what made me nervous about using more of it, is because I was like, okay, this is kind of gonna be a lot. So I'd say maybe less is more. If you're looking for something full coverage, just get another concealer, because I think it will crease a little bit if you use too much of it. I'm gonna take a slight bit of that blue and also bring it on my outer corner like this, and then flick it up into like a little wing, just so everything blends together. Then I'm gonna jump in with a little pencil brush and go in with Surf's Up, which is this blue right here. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm gonna layer that on top and help to blend out that lower lash line. And just add a little bit of shimmer. Ooh, those two together are so pretty. Love that. Okay, our look is definitely very Barbie, but I really like this palette. All the shadows were really pigmented and worked very well together. They blended easily and are true to the Colourpop formula, so definitely really like this. I think it's super, super cute. Now, there are lashes in this collection as well. They're called the doll lashes. So they look like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little liner and then we'll put the lashes on. I'm gonna use this. This is actually new from Koki. This is the Precise Longwear Liquid Eyeliner, and it's supposed to be waterproof. So I'm gonna pop this on my top lash. This has a really precise tip on it, so it's actually really easy to use. I like that a lot. And since we already did that little like blue wing, I'm not gonna wing it out. I'm just gonna leave it as like regular liner. I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I have this new one from Believe Beauty. This is the Extend Lash Lengthening Mascara. So we're gonna pop this on before we go in with the lashes, just to coat them. This is definitely a stickier formula mascara, but it's definitely lifting up my lashes really well. Like I didn't even curl them, and it is like picking them up and lengthening them and lifting them. So it's actually pretty good. All right, let's pop these lashes on there and see how they look. I feel like I wish these lashes were a little more curled. They kind of go like out instead of like curled up. And you can curl false lashes, but I just have never really been successful in doing it. I've seen other people do it online. It looks nice, but I feel like whenever I do it, they just look like a crunchy kind of mess, but it doesn't look bad. Okay, now that I have both of them on, let me know what you guys think down below. I feel like they're not my favorite lashes of all time. So far for this collection, I would say definitely yes for the eyeshadow palette. The lashes, I'm like, I don't really love them. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Exit into my waterline. This is my favorite white liner, just to finish off the eyes. All right, let's go ahead and finish off the face. I wanna go in with this new cute Too Faced bronzer. So this is the Bare It All bronzer in the shade Honey Bun Glow. Super, super cute. It looks like it's gonna have a little shimmer to it. So I'm gonna go in with this, and I'm just gonna use this to bronze up the whole face. Ooh, this smells really good. It has like a kind of vanilla-y scent to it. And it's definitely a very natural bronzer. I would say if your skin's any darker than mine, this probably won't work for you, but if you have my skin tone or lighter, it gives a really pretty like natural glow to the skin. It's almost like in between, I feel like, a bronzer and a highlight. Like it just gives a really pretty like golden kind of sheen to the cheeks. To contour, I'm just gonna jump into Park Ave Princess from Tarte. This is a matte bronzer. The Too Faced one is nice for all over the skin, but to contour, I wouldn't use it just because it does have that shimmery kind of sheen to it. So I'm just gonna go in and contour out my cheeks. Okay, now, so for cheeks, I have 2 products I wanna try. I forgot I was going to apply this before I did like all these other products, powder products on my face, but I forgot. But this is newer from Morphe 2. This is the Perk Up Cheek and Lip Color, and this is one of like Dixie D'Amelio's, I think, picks. Her and Charlie kind of came out with like these little sets where it was like their favorite products, and this was one of hers. So this is the shade Hibiscus Hottie. So it's a cheek and lip tint. Typically I like to apply these before powder, but we will see how it applies on top of powder. I do have other blushes that we're gonna try too. So I'm gonna go in and just apply a little bit of this to a brush. Got some on there, and then tap on the cheeks. Ooh, okay. It's actually not doing too bad. And it's a pretty bright little summery shade. I don't mind that at all. And isn't like super hard to blend even though I have powder on. So this is actually really nice. I have not tried anything from Morphe 2 yet. This is the first product I'm trying, and it seems to actually work really nicely. Put a little on my nose as well. We are like very pinky today, but I love it. Okay, pleasantly surprised with this. I did want to check out some of these new blushes from Colourpop. So these are new from Colourpop. They came out with these little cheek palettes. So you get 3 different blushes and then a highlight in each palette. There is a highlight though in the Colourpop X Barbie collection, so we're gonna be using that highlight today. But I'm gonna go in, we already obviously have a lot of blush on now, but I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of these 2 blushes and top that just to set that cream blush so that it doesn't move throughout the day. Okay, now let's check out the highlight. This is the Beach Party highlight. It's humongous. I love when Colourpop does highlights like this because they will literally last you like forever because they're huge. So this one looks so, so pretty. It's like a mix of like golds and some pinks. So I'm gonna apply this to my face now. Let's see. Ooh, very, very pretty. Blinding, bright. Ooh, I love this. And it's like a light kind of champagne-y gold shade. That's really, really pretty. Bring some down my nose and right above my cupid's bow. Love this. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have to try out the Lippies from this collection. So I love that they did little lip kits. So there's a lipstick and a lip liner in each of these kits. So first we'll do the more nude one. This is Golden Beach. And I'm gonna line my lips. Ooh, I love the color of this lip liner. It's like very similar to my lip tone, which is normally what I like in like nude lippies. And I feel like we got a lot of brightness on our face, so the nude is probably a good choice today. Now let's go in with the lipstick. This is a cream formula. Ooh, I love this shade. This is really, really pretty. It's like a nude with a little bit of a peachy undertone. I really, really like this. This is beautiful. Definitely would be a color that I would wear like every single day and feels very nice and creamy on the lips. Next, we have a Dream House, which is more of like a medium pink. All these lip liners are really creamy, which I appreciate. And I'm gonna go in with Dream House now all over the lips. Pretty pink shade. This one actually goes really nicely with our eyes. Although for me, normally when I do bolder lippies like this, I pair them with like more toned down eyes, but I feel like today we are just going all out and this actually looks really pretty. And again, a cream formula. All of the lipsticks in this collection are a cream formula, so very hydrating and creamy feeling to the lips. So that is Dream House. And last but certainly not least, we have Malibu Sunset, which is the deepest shade in the collection. Ooh, oh my gosh, so pretty. Now this is a Barbie pink. I feel like this is the lippy that I imagine Barbie wearing. This one is definitely not for the faint of heart. It is very bold, but it is very pretty. So let me know down below which lipstick you guys liked the best. I'm boring, so I think I liked the nude one the best, which was Golden Beach. I can totally see myself using this like every day, but all of them are definitely really pretty. So that is everything, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I feel like overall, a lot of the products worked really, really well, which I'm super excited about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!